That, of course, for Rob J., Assistant Athletic Director for Broadcasting and Video Services at Jackson State University. Thanks for coming in, Rob.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate that. I like that song you was playing just then.
Okay, I got to tell you, I like the JSU red and blue paisley tie you got on there.
That is
cool.
This is one of the Deion Sanders ties. You know, he joked about my tie that I had, so he has his own brand of ties.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is, on you can see on the other side it has Prime on it. He's in everything, isn't he?
Yes.
Good night.
Well, he's a pretty well-known figure, let's put it that way. All right, so the big news is that ESPN Gameday is coming to Jackson, Mississippi. Going to be featuring the Jackson State University and Southern University football game this weekend at Memorial Stadium in Jackson. So who did they call exactly, Rob? How does that work? Who was first to get the notification?
I think the first one was the athletic director, Ashley Robinson. I think Ashley got it first, and then he told Deion Sanders. Now, a couple of weeks ago, the young lady with the City of Jackson, Visitors Bureau?
Yeah.
She called me and she said, can you get on the radio and she said, we're in the running for game day coming to Jackson State. I was like, for real? Yeah, right. So she said, no, Rob, we're in the running for it. So can you get on the radio and just try to pump it up and let everybody know that, to support this? I was like, they ain't coming. And I was surprised when they told me last week that they were coming.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. So I bet that's kind of added a little bit to your plate.
I was up all night finding video. They wanted video of Robert Brazile, Walter Payton.
Yeah. NFL stars, of course.
Yeah. All those guys that played at JSU. I had to find those. Had to find that footage. They wanted a video of the stadium. They wanted video of the city of Jackson. So I was up all night finding that, and it was really hard to do finding Jackson State footage because I don't know if you remember this coach Jackson State had. His name was James Bell.
Yeah.
He was the worst coach in the history of coaching.
I do remember.
He couldn't coach nothing. Well, he threw away all of that footage when he was the coach.
Threw it away?
Oh, my God. I mean, I cannot believe. I was like, who let him do this? So I have been, from my days at LBT, I had been trying to round up footage.
Yeah.
Of that, and I've been asking Eddie Payton. Eddie Payton has a lot of really good footage.
Yeah.
So I've been up trying to find footage, and and they're at the stadium now building the set. So
okay,
we've been really
so they're
busy.
there now building the set.
Yes, sir.
I guess you got to get started now.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Desmond Howard was there yesterday doing stories on Shador, the quarterback, and the place kicker, and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even speak to me.
Wow. So. You're going to have he didn't speak to you?
He didn't speak. Look right
Why
at me. He didn't open his mouth.
You need to tell him who you are.
I might throw a tomato at him when I see him.
Surely you're expecting capacity crowd for the game, huh?
They told me this morning that they had, I think, like 5,000 tickets left.
Okay.
But yes, the crowd that I'm really concerned about is the crowd that will be there for game day. It starts at 8 in the morning.
Okay.
And that's the crowd that because I think it's going to be more people other than Jackson State and Southern people. I think it's going to be schools from fans from Ole Miss and all these other schools, man, coming in to hold up their signs and everything.
That's great.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
That's cool. So are they setting up in Memorial Stadium parking lot there?
Yes, they're on the visitors. They're outside on the visitor side of the stadium. Where you get your tickets, it's the main entrance on the visitor side.
Okay.
That's where they're set up at.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, have they ever shared how they came to this decision?
You know what? I think they didn't share it, but I think the Deion Sanders factor, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, I think, and with him being on 60 Minutes last week, and then Good Morning America being there. The last game, and I think all of it. And plus, Jackson State's undefeated.
Yeah.
Southern's in first place in their division.
It's a good game. Big matchup.
That game is always a really good game. I always thought if there was one game in the SWAC that should get a lot of national exposure, is that one. Because it's always packed at both schools when they play.
Yeah. Man, it's just it's big time for obviously the university, for the city, for the state.
Yeah, and I hope the city is ready. You know, you had the mayor on there yesterday or the day before talking about conserve your water.
He was warning about the water.
I'm like, come on, man, fix that.
He in fact he said that last week in the big game they were on the quote precipice of the water system failing. Like during the game or around the game or during the weekend. He didn't specify the period of time. But the exact word he used was precipice. That was published in the Clarion Ledger.
Well, this game is going to be much bigger than that one last week.
I know.
So if he was on the precipice last week, he going to fall off the cliff this week?
I don't know. But that was his exact quote. I pulled it out of the Clarion Ledger yesterday and shared it here on the show.
Wow. Well, I bring my own water. I get my cooler and bring my own. Because I did it, that first game. Look, they were not ready for that first game.
Right.
That first home game.
Yep.
Yeah, no. But hopefully, man, I hope that everything is ready because this is really, really big for like you just said, Jackson State, the city of Jackson, the state of Mississippi, even the SWAC itself. So, yeah, this is huge.
Well, I hope that nothing happens with the water, Rob, because my fear is it'll take away from the focus of the event, the game, the ceremonies, the honor, and it'll turn into a political matter.
Yeah, I hope
Can't we just keep that out of it and play football?
Oh, my God. But I will say this. Jackson State has done a wonderful job of, providing water since that first game.
Yep.
This last game, there were really no issues. We didn't even know, what you just said about the city being on the precipice because everything went fine last game.
Right.
So, I hope, like you said, I'll leave the politics out of it and just play some football, man. Have a good time with this.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. So have you been working with the ESPN Gameday team other than gathering up all this footage that sounds like that was a bigger task than it should have been?
No, not me personally, other than getting the video. And we've been told to come out tomorrow morning to we're allowed to get interviews with the talent and watch them build the stage.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch them build the stage.
Yeah, sure.
But get footage other than that. Other than getting footage for ESPN. That's what I've been doing.
Okay. All right. So how do you think Coach is preparing his team for this? Because it certainly they obviously all know about it and it's probably on their minds. How does he keep them focused on playing football?
That's a really good question. We asked him that yesterday during his press conference, and he said take their phones away because, these guys love being on social media.
Yes.
He's holding their phones hostage. But you can't hide from it that it's coming. And, and he's the perfect guy for this because he, been around all these big-time events, Super Bowl, World Series, and all of this stuff.
Yep.
So he knows how to get them ready. So I think they're in good hands with
That's a good point. I mean, he's a person that can speak from personal experience.
Right.
He's been in that limelight, been in these big-time games on the big stage where the press is all over you and all the cameras and the lights are on you.
Yeah.
And you got to remember what your job is. And he would probably have a lot of wisdom to share.
Absolutely.
In that respect. He's doing a really good job, is he not, Rob? Not just of coaching the game of football, but developing young men as well. Yeah,
and I tell you, man, he puts I don't know if I should say, but he puts signs in the bathroom on how to leave it like you found how to leave it clean. He does a really good job.
Wow.
He says he coaches in that old school mentality, the tough love and all of this, how they coached back in the day, and he was saying we really can't say things to you guys today because you may record it, you may go back and tell somebody, you may go and do this. But I'm really surprised how he's been able to do this, coaching in that old school fashion with not getting in any trouble.
Yeah. Well, that's good, though, that he's able to do that. And, you have to think to some extent, given the celebrity status he says, maybe he has a little bit more leeway than others would? Perhaps?
Absolutely. He has a little bit more. He has a lot of leeway.
Well, makes sense. Makes sense.
He's got a lot of leeway. And I was like wondering, if you go to another school, now if you go to a Power 5 school, I don't think you'll be able to do all of this that you're doing at Jackson State.
Yeah.
Because the rumor was Auburn, he was looking at Auburn. You ain't going to do at Auburn what you do at Jackson State.
That's right.
But, hopefully he's around for a while.
Yeah. All right. Now, my understanding is you're going to be the guest picker. That's the rumor going on.
That is not true.
Who's gonna do it?
I don't know.
We're all scratching our heads around here at SuperTalk.
I have no. It's always somebody from the school or the state. Or,
Yeah, some connection.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
You hadn't even thought about it. It seems.
People have been asking. They threw out Eddie Payton's name. They threw out Robert Brazil's name. I don't know who it could be.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations. Great job. I know you guys will do fantastic entertaining, hosting the ESPN team. And we appreciate them coming here. Appreciate you coming on, Rob.
I really appreciate you. Thank you.
You got it. Rob J., Assistant Athletic Director for Broadcasting and Video Services from Jackson State University. ESPN Game Day in town this weekend for the big game between JSU and Southern University. Stay with us.